darlings, for an elder is among us. Hello, how is it going? I am looking directly into the camera right now, and nothing is out of the ordinary. This is the direction the camera has always been, and you've always been over here, which is why I'm talking in this direction. I would never gaslight you,
For an elder.
and I would certainly never commit to a bit as hard as to go as far as like pretending for the entire stream that the camera's over here. This is a bad bit. Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. It's Thursday. I started talking. Flynn is now huffing and puffing around, poking and trying to figure out when he's gonna get a treat.
Propaganda to me.
But you know, it'll happen when it. Oh well, okay. Well, Ollie has already redeemed to give Flynn a treat, so we'll do that momentarily. Hey everyone. It's gonna be a good one. I think today's gonna be a good stream. I have a few things I want to talk about. I've got a few stories I want to cover. I've got a rant that I've already pre-prepped in my notes here, and we're gonna go across a whole bunch of different topics today. So buckle up, strap in, lock down, bolt sideways, and put some rocks in your shoes so you don't go flying, because we've got a lot to cover today. Bumskip, hello, welcome in. Says, hi, I love your TikTok page. Well, thank you so much for hopping on over to Twitch. Good to have you here. I promise that you have accidentally stumbled into the single greatest community on the internet, so welcome. I'm gonna give the dog a treat, and then I'm gonna say hi to everybody who's in chat, and then we're just gonna feel it out from there. We've got some big subscribes that happened before the show began. I will get to those and give them the attention that they deserve. So momentarily, gonna give the dog a treat real quick. Hey, someone gifted subscriptions. Thank you for that. Okay. From Ollie. Flynn says trans rights are human rights. That's what Flynn says. That's what he do say. Look at this ally. Look at this ally. He's doing great. That's because he's a good boy. He loves you. Flynn loves you. Flynn loves you exactly as you are, and exactly as you give him treats. All right, real quick. Okay, catching up on redeems. Water Goddess redeemed a hydrate. Here we go. Odd jar out. I'm going to assume that you mean odd yacht. Flynn, don't step on the pedal. No. See, now you've trained him to just constantly come stand under me until he gets a treat. Anyway, odd jar out and or odd yar out. Hello. Welcome in. Sipping. Please be aware this is happening. This is the current status of the lad. We got some kicky feet. Party time. We're going for the tail. Oh god, we're getting hype. Kicky feet and rolling over. And now we're licking the leg. He is an enigma. He is nothing if not a constant source of entertainment. I'm a little more zoomed in than I wanted to be. There we go. Okay. That was the hydrate. Ollie wanted me to give Flynn a treat and also roll some dice. I can roll dice. I've rolled the dice before. So, I'm going to roll you a chicken and an egg. And whichever one is higher, I will multiply by 4, and that'll be your roll. A 15 and a 1. Can anybody tell me This is now a children's sort of like daytime television show. Can anybody tell me which one's bigger, 15 or 1? I don't know. What's big? 15 is bigger than 1? Are we sure? If you're sure, shout, yay, 15. Don't actually do that. People are gonna question what the hell is going on. Enjoy your 60. Okay. I'm gonna say hi to people. I'm gonna acknowledge some resubs, and then we're gonna get into things. Is Yippee allowed? Yippee is absolutely allowed. Yippee is always allowed. Hello to everyone who is here, but specifically, hello to Hardly Mythical, Bryce, Ollie, Prince X Domino, Inky, Austin, Shard, Water Goddess, Professor, Tomato, Sky, Jasmine, River, Cotton, Bumskip, Objar Out, and Trips, and Robin. Robin, I thought I had you twice on there, but it's Robin and River. And it's just words. Words, everything is the same. Hi, former future frog. What's up? Also, the ball is back. The ball is back from vacation, so Hardly Mythical. Congrats on ball havery. You're doing great. You're doing super good, and the ball loves you. Yeah, the ball was gone for a spell. The ball is back. So that's exciting. Let's see. We've got, as far as resubs go, Water Goddess has entered the Elders Club. 12 months. Water Goddess officially at a year of subscribing. Thank you so very, very much. And Professor at 14 months, which I believe is one of the highest. I think we're at 15 is maybe the highest. Unclear. But thank you so very much. Absolutely wonderful to have you here. And really thanks to just like everyone who has been sticking around. I don't know what I did, but I'm glad I did it because you're here and that's great. Also, Ollie gifting out a sub and rolling a 13. Thank you very, very much for that. 12 months at tier 3? Dear Lord. I need to have that information reported in my system. I'm going to add a to-do item. Include tier in sub notification. Okay, there's that. Because of that, I'm going to give you a special prize. Your special prize is, well, I'm going to give you a free hydrate, which is invaluable. Now I need to find you a gift. Hold on. I got you command strips. So that you can, 3 of them. So you can hang one thing with the 2 of them, and then the third one, that's just a bonus, baby. That's just for you. We don't talk about what you do with the bonus command strip. So just that's pretty good. Not so bad. Also, Professor with 5 gifted subs. Thank you so very, very much. And congratulations to everybody who got a gifted sub. Enjoy your ad-free viewing experience. Enjoy the upgraded additional emotes and all that good stuff that comes along with it. And thank you again, Professor. And thank you again, everybody who's been donating and gifting and subscribing and everything. You help make me be able to do this. That was my thank you post. Hello, Stevie. How's it going? And the hype train has started. And another hydrate. Like, I'm gonna be so hydrated. On that topic, the heat broke, kind of. The heat sort of broke. It is no longer like 115 degrees outside. It's still hotter and more humid than I would personally prefer, but at least I go outside and it doesn't feel like I'm stepping into a convection oven. That is what was getting to me. Like, it has been so absurdly hot and so humid. It's just been thick heat outside. I step outside and it's just like, it's not just like, ooh, that's a hot sun. It's, oh, that's the hot air coming from every direction and just permeating every, So that has thankfully gone down a little bit. I've had like scares that I'm like maybe dehydrated or something, because I was finding myself at the end of each of these absurdly long hot days, my eyes would be dry. And the only explanation I can think of is that they're like burnt, like slightly burnt from the heat, or I'm dehydrated, or both. Who can say for sure? But hopefully that goes away. Hardy the Mythical says, I feel like I've requested this already, but any chance you can help lower the minimum bits? Want to help with the hype train? I will have to look into how that actually functions in terms of hype trainery. I have not looked into the hype train system too much. It's like on autopilot mode where it determines the rules, but I'm pretty sure I have a minimum bit. I'm not sure. I'll make a note. Look into bits on Twitch. I will make a note to take a pass at that and try to rectify any potential situations. CB says, reminder to friends in chat to look up their meds, because some meds make you both heat intolerant and give you sun sensitivity. So there's medication out there that just turns you into a vampire? Really? Should I take it? Would I make a good vampire? All right, can we get, I need to ask chat. I'm putting down the command strips. Chat, question. This is a question. This is important to me. SSRIs mainly? All right, well then I'm fucked. It's over. It's over for me. This is important. Would I be better at being a vampire or a werewolf? Not in terms of Skyrim, just in terms of me. I would be remiss not having garlic though. Werewolf? I'm seeing you're so werewolf coded. All right, poll. Would I be a better werewolf or vampire? Were-dog, vampy. All right, vote. Would I be a better werewolf or vampire? I feel like I know which way this is gonna go. I'm just judging by chat so far, but we'll find out. Why wolf? Yeah, no one ever asks why wolf. No one ever asks how wolf, honestly. I saw a question earlier in chat that was asking what is up with today's drink. Is it tea or coffee? It is indeed tea. It is, again, the jasmine green tea from Many Worlds Tavern. And if you want to have the same tea that I'm having during my tea time streams, or if you want to get some honestly really good coffee, I've been trying the coffee now this week, you can head to, there's a link at the bottom of the screen, trail.as/MWT, or here's also the link in chat. Boop. Coupon code DEV10 at ManyWorldsTavern.com. They make coffee and tea, and they are wonderful people, and their products are very, very good. And I honest to God, like, let me put it this way. I got their coffee. I got a, what did I get? I got like an Ethiopian coffee from them that has quickly become one of my favorite coffees. And I have like a ridiculously good coffee roaster right down the street from me that I've been drinking forever now, and I love them so very much, and I'm honestly considering getting Many Worlds Tavern coffee more frequently instead, because it's that good. So, one man's humble opinion, but you can get 10% off and help me out in the process. Let's see what the poll said. Yeah, that's a were-dog. That's, woo. All right, well, CB says there's quite a few general groups of meds: SSRIs, beta blockers, allergy meds, cholesterol meds, antibiotics, and diabetes meds. Well, here's why I'm safe. SSRIs we're going to ignore. I may or may not be on SSRIs, but they stand for shush, really. That's what they stand for. Beta blockers. I am a Sigma Alpha omega male, so I don't need beta blockers. Allergy meds. I've never been allergic to anything. That's not true. But we're going to ignore it. Cholesterol meds. My approach to fighting cholesterol is with my fists. When the cholesterol tries to get in my bloodstream,
propaganda to me.
I punch it. I punch the cholesterol, and my doctor is still studying how it works, and keeps telling me that my cholesterol is dangerously high and you can't punch cholesterol. Antibiotics, I'm not currently on them. And diabetes meds, I'm also not on that. So I'm probably fine. We've covered all of the bases. Hello, Itchy. How's it going? Itchy, go. Get it? Get it? Hey, Itchy, how's it going? I thought it was funny. Some disorders like lupus, diabetes, etc. can cause photosensitivity as well. So you're telling me that vampires are real. And you're telling me that people with diabetes are actually vampires. That's what you're telling me right now. If you have enough cholesterol, you can physically punch it. That you can physically punch it, that's an issue. I don't actually know. I should probably give a shit about cholesterol. That's like a thing. I'm like I'm like 900 years old now. So I should probably start caring and like thinking more about stuff like that. I don't know. Hello, Christoph Dan. Hello. Camus CL. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Good to have you. Good to have you. Trip says, I'm a borderline diabetic with fibro and lupus. I need more than 5 minutes in the sun and I burn badly. Have you considered that all of those are just comorbidities with vampirism? Like, when's the last time that you took a good chunk out of someone's neck, drank some blood? Maybe you'd feel better. That's all I'm saying. Also, I'm not trying to minimize your conditions. I'm just making a joke about vampires. Okay, I'm gonna ride the roller coaster, and then I've got agenda items to talk about. Sound good? And the hype train ended at level 2. Thank you all so much. Thank you. It is so very appreciated. Please keep your hands, feet, ears, nose, appendages, digits, and all of the pigs that are going down to the market inside the vehicle at all times as we ride the roller coaster. Trip saying you like garlic. Domino saying garlic is so tasty. Garlic is so good. I have talked to people who make the outlandish claim that it's possible to have too much garlic. And here's the thing. I feel like I can imagine that, but I've yet to experience that. My father whenever this topic comes up, my father swears up and down that as good as garlic is, there is such thing as too much garlic. He always tells this story. I believe he was in Korea. I think he was in South Korea, and he went to a restaurant called the Garlic House. And he says that they like served a steak that basically had so much garlic on it you like couldn't see the steak. It's just garlic on like covering a lump of nothing. And he said that was too much garlic. That sounds fucking amazing. That sounds incredible. That sounds like the perfect amount of garlic. In fact, if we could double it, can we triple the garlic? Please. And like, I don't know. I don't know. Like I will, if I'm gonna make a steak, like it's gonna be like cooked in garlic. Like garlic's gonna be in the oil in the pan. It's gonna have garlic probably like, I don't know, just everywhere. Anything that's being served alongside of it is going to have like minced garlic in it. I don't know. I'm out here. I'm a garlic boy. Let me tell you. Garlic and ginger, pickled ginger. Okay, you know the pickled ginger that they give you with like sushi? I just eat that shit straight. Just like not. I would happily take an entire jar of that and just eat it with a fork. Of Gods and Game Masters, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. And Butterfly Plague Doctor, welcome. Welcome in. Good to have you. Hello, tea and a book. How's it going? How's it going? Butterfly Plague Doctor says, I can't think of a time I've had too much garlic. Indeed. Like, garlic, yeah, garlic candies. Oh my God, they're so good. It's so good. Garlic works in so much stuff. Like it works in it even works in like tea. Like a honey, oh my God. A honey ginger, I guess I'm thinking of ginger. Still. I can't remember the last time I've had too much garlic. I just genuinely cannot think of it. And I don't know what it would take for me to get there. It would take quite a bit. With all that said. Y'all want to know what I had for dinner? Okay, last night, I fucked up. I fucked up really badly. There's a taco place that's like down the street. That is like a good version of Taco Bell. Which is to say, like, they make good food. Like, their food is of decent quality. It's not the best Mexican place that's around here by any means, but their food's of, like, pretty good quality. But the way that they go about it is, like, it's essentially what if Taco Bell was done with any sense of actually trying to make good food. So they got, like, the wacky shit. They have their own version of Crunch Wraps called Munch Wraps that are literally just a good version of a Crunch Wrap. Like a beefier, you know, well-made version of a Munch Wrap, or of a Crunch Wrap. And one of the things they have is essentially nachos that are on like steakhouse fries, like thick cut potato wedge fries that they just load a bunch of toppings onto and then just drizzle cheese and like aioli, like a chipotle aioli on top. And it is outrageously good. And I ate that for dinner last night. It was really, really good. I didn't leave the bathroom for like an hour and a half. I don't know if it was worth it. Like, it was so good. But it was, I paid dearly for my transgressions. Let me tell you. Hour and a half. It was in and out. It was essentially an hour and a half of trying to get my body back into a place where it's like capable. Dev, if you're gonna dox yourself ever, please tell us where this is. I am blessed. I am flanked. I am absolutely surrounded by an aggressive amount of incredibly good Mexican food. Like, it's heaven, let me tell you. The Grecians were assigned the wrong gender at birth. All these transgressions. Oh my God. Of Gods and Game Master says want to RP with Uncle Vernon. Don't think we'll get the chance. Yeah. Unfortunately, Uncle Vernon was called back home. I don't actually know if this has been announced yet or not, but Uncle Vernon has been abruptly called back home and unfortunately will not be appearing again in Castleton, which is a bummer, but we'll see. It may change, it may not. It depends on things. But yeah, for those of you who didn't see my premiere on Castleton, I am playing a character named Vernon Halbert, who is... He's a caring man. And he wants everyone to be well attended to. That's all he wants. He wants to make sure that everybody is perfectly well fed, has adequate warmth levels. He's the kind of guy that he could be like, you look really cold, and you'd be like, no, I'm good. He'd be like, no, I'm already knitting you a sweater. So, and he's not going to stop knitting that sweater, and then he's going to put it on you, and if you're not allowed to take it off. You're not allowed to take it off. He would break his heart. You can't do that to him. Yeah, now I ask because I'm in a scene with Tempest soon. Got it. Yeah, yep. Maybe he'll make a comeback in some way, but it is what it is. Is Mexican food your favorite type of cuisine? Asked Butterfly Plague Doctor. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yep. I went over it again. I can't think of anything that holds a candle. I think I've talked about this before. I feel like Mexican food has nothing to hide behind. And so it's just good shit. Like there's a lot going on, but a lot that is going on is condensed into so few components in most dishes that like it's just incredible. Like really good like Mexican food prepared in like traditional methods that are like, you know, by people who are just really fucking good at making it. It goes so far above and beyond like any other kind of flavor from any cuisine that I've had. Oh God. Thai food is also amazing. Thai is very, very good. Burmese food is also way up there, as is Ethiopian. I would say Ethiopian, Burmese, and Mexican are my big three. In terms of like, it's dangerous if I have too much access. like my doctor gets mad at me. Wait, I've never had Burmese food. It is somewhere between. I'm gonna get. Hopefully this isn't offensive. I'd say Burmese food is somewhere between. If I had to pick like two other cuisines that are more likely for people to have had, Indian and Thai. Yeah, somewhere between that. It's very, 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 very extremely excellent. Jasmine says, I've tried a couple of Mexican food places on my island. They put no seasoning in, and it's terrible. Taco Bell tastes better than it. I'm so sad. That's brutal. That is intensely brutal. Gods and Game Master says, have you had Italian actually in Italy? I have not. I have not been to Italy, and like it's... I would be super into that. I'd be super into trying like really, really, really good Italian food because I hear it is like actually life-changing. The problem is, and please don't hate me, everybody, everyone, I am not the world's biggest fan of Italian food. And that's not, I'm not saying that I don't like Italian food. I will fuck up Italian food with the best of them. But I very rarely crave Italian. Like if I'm hungry and it's like, what do I want to eat tonight? Virtually never is it Italian. And I don't know why that's the case. I have nothing negative to say about Italian. It just doesn't float to the top of my list of cuisines that I want to reach for when I want to like feel satisfied. American Italian food isn't. Yeah, maybe that's why. Like maybe I just don't have consistent access to really good craveable Italian food. I've been to a few like I don't tend to go to, this is not me trying to sound all high and mighty, but I don't tend to go to like a lot of chain restaurants very often, and that's just because I'm a dweeb and I am like, you know, a hipster. So it's like I don't really go to like Olive Garden or any kind of like chain Italian place. I think the last time I had like bespoke Italian was like a fancy place in the city that was honestly really good. But like, no, the most recent Italian I had was actually in New York City, which I feel like is of the places in the US to get Italian, that's a good place to do it. And it was quite good. It was really good. I got some absolutely divine pappardelle, and I love that noodle. But I had to pay a lot of money for that meal. And I feel like that's not the point, right? Like, isn't the point of noodles, of like a pasta dish, that it's like affordable, right? And like you get like a massive portion? Because this was at like a bougie restaurant in the heart of the biggest Apple, Apple headquarters in New York City. It wasn't an Apple. I'm just making a New York City joke. American Italian food equals Brooklynese. That's a pretty good term. River says, Italian food here in the States is always heavy and just makes me bloated and sleepy. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Italian here is going to be like pasta and lasagna. And then like people who think that pizza is Italian, like American pizza, which is not Italian in the slightest. All right, I've got I could talk about cuisines for a long time, but I'm gonna shift over to some of the agenda items I've got here. I've got 3.5 stories that have cropped up into my feed that I kind of want to talk about for reasons. These may or may not be in the next Stuff Keeps Happening. There's a lot going on right now, and I am waiting till the last second to determine like whether or not I want to talk about stuff in the next Stuff Keeps Happening. So hello, OBO Etater. Obo Tater. Hello, welcome in. Says, I love visiting New York. I also felt extra broke after it. Yeah, my experience of New York was, wow, this is a lot of really good food. And also, it's way too hot. But that was like midsummer last year. There was a heat wave. Had a lot of good food though. But honestly, the best food that I had in New York was from a halal chicken and rice truck that was like next to my hotel. That was the best meal I had in New York. And that's not a dig at the rest of the food I had in New York. That is me gassing up the quality of that chicken and rice stand that was next to my hotel, which was, given a really good baseline of all the food that I had, it still surpassed all the meals that I had. Tater is fine. Excellent. Can do. Water Goddess says, every time I'm there, I'm like, next time I'm coming in the winter. Did that this year, same thing, but different. The thing is, I imagine, I dropped a D20. I imagine that winter has the opposite problem of, this is way too cold. Like, way too cold. Okay. P-or-L. What the fuck? What happened? Hold on. Please hold. Please hold. Hold. If you're not holding, I need you to do that. Why are you? What? Hold on. Everything is broken and I'm dying. So please, one moment. Okay. Hey, focus. Cool. Everything is not broken anymore. I am no longer dying. Oh no. Oh no, I'm dying. Oh no, this is awful. This is real bad. That's rough, buddy. Really is rough. Well, here's how I'm gonna handle this. Amazing. Incredible. I'm the best. I love Obsidian. Okay. So. Nope. Also nope. Wow, I'm having some trouble. I am the best streamer that has ever existed. Okay. We got there eventually. Here we are. So, this is the first thing I wanted to talk about, which is that Bam Bam, your boy Barack Obam has now joined the choir of voices that is calling for Joseph Robinette Biden to drop out of the United States presidential race. So we now have Nancy Pelosi, Joe Biden, sorry, Barack Obama, Adam Schiff called for it yesterday, and just like a bunch of other people who are like in the like increasingly top brass of the Democrat Party calling for Joe Biden to step out of the race. Biden also has COVID now. It came out last night that Biden has COVID. Biden previously said that if an ailment came up, he would consider dropping out of the race. I don't think that matters. I don't think that part is a red herring. I think the like I'll drop out in the case of an medical situation. But like with that aside, dude needs to drop out. Like, it's insane. It's wild. He has been... Oh, shut up. He has been consistently, repeatedly flubbing it. Just nonstop. And what's really terrifying is going online and seeing all of the, like, super ride or die Biden liberals being like acting as if acknowledging reality is a tacit endorsement of Trump and blah, 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 blah. I've seen so many like disavowments of prominent Democrats who like just a year ago were the golden boys, but this weird mentality that is the same thing that the MAGA crowd is doing, where it's like, if you say anything negative about our boy, you are dead to us. You better get in line. That's horrifying, right? Like, that's terrifying. I don't know what has broken people's brains so much, but they're just like flat out ignoring reality. There was a poll that came out that the Associated Press posted recently that showed that 2/3 of Democrats want Biden to drop out of the race. And I go and look at the replies to the post about that, and all of these like blue MAGA people, to use that term, are like yelling at the Associated Press. I saw them literally call them fake news, saying blocked, like I'm blocking you, or like this is why everybody hates journalists. And it's like, why? Because they posted a poll with poll results. And my favorite take from people getting mad at the Associated Press for posting a poll was that the poll said, new poll shows 66% of Democrats want Biden to drop out. The number of people in the replies that were like, but you didn't call me, so you didn't call everyone, which means your poll is flawed and inaccurate. How can you possibly say that if you didn't query everyone? And it's like, why? This is where we are? Where we are now is that, like, we're now saying that polling as a concept is inherently unacceptable. I've got bad news for the entirety of the scientific world, because samples are no longer viable. If you want to survey something or identify a trend, you have to query the entire data set. Otherwise, it is unacceptable, apparently. But yeah, the amount of covering their ears and going, yeah, it's out of control. He may use COVID as a reason to drop out and save face. Yeah, like, I don't know. There's murmurings. I'm seeing rumors that he could drop out as soon as Friday. I believe Axios reported this. Yeah. Top Dems now believe Biden will exit. Now, I don't want to put too much credence in Axios. Axios is fine. They don't tend to publish just complete horseshit, but it is worth, take all of this with a grain of salt. Several top Democrats privately tell us the rising pressure of party congressional leaders and close friends will persuade President Biden to decide to drop out of the presidential race as soon as this weekend. He's apparently... the private message to still do its once form. The top leaders of his party, his friends, and key donors believe he can't win, can't change public perceptions of his age and acuity, and can't deliver congressional majorities. What they are scared... That last part, can't deliver congressional majorities. That is what they're scared of. Their internal polls are showing them that on a generic ticket, or like on a ticket for specifically like Senate races and congressional races in swing states, the Democrat candidates for Senate and Congress are outperforming their Republican rivals by double-digit percentage points, like absolute crushing them. But Biden is behind Trump in all of those same states. And what determines if people are going to actually come out and vote and make good on their preference for a blue versus red senator or congressperson is if they are going to vote for the president. Because people don't tend to go vote and not bubble in the president and then bubble in everything else. That might be a thing that people who are paying attention thinks happens, but the average person, it's a very binary, I am voting or not voting. And if they're not going to turn out for Biden, they're not going to turn out for the down ballot people, which they desperately need. So all they need, the Democrats don't need a presidential candidate that is good. They need a presidential candidate that people will not actively choose not to vote for. Biden is not doing that. Like, people don't want to vote for him. They're voting for him out of requirement. But that's not great, and that's not going to inspire the masses to come out. So now that those down ballot campaigns are jeopardized, they're going to be like, jog. If you stay in, you're going to cost us the White House, the Senate, and an even bigger House majority. So that's more or less where they're at. Y'all, Sky just posted some nuts wife talent in Discord. Let's take a look. Oh. Installing update 1 of 16 on my Discord, apparently. Let's see. Copy image. What do we got here? Looking at yo, so you made this this is like an entryway thing? Yeah? Is that, am I to understand this is like an entry table? That's looking hella fine. Is this like reclaimed wood? Like, what's the material? I want to know more. I desire to know more. Home Depot? Hell yeah. This is good. There we go. This is good. Excellent. Wonderful. So yeah, that was the first topic I wanted to cover, was Biden honestly may drop out as soon as this weekend. I'm not saying it's a 100% certainty. I'm not even saying it's likely, but I do believe it's more likely now than before. And the fact that Obama is calling on Biden to drop out, like, moreover, I'm excited to see liberals try to make sense of that than I am, like, excited about what it carries. Like, watching liberals try to apply that same I hate this person because they're against Biden logic, but to Obama, it's not gonna work. This guy says, if it happens, will it be an SKH on Monday? Yeah, if Biden drops out, I'll absolutely talk about that. That's seismic. I try to not talk about Trump much, and like, I don't understand why people are trying to take the argument of like the media is only focusing on Biden. Why aren't they talking about all the shitty things Trump does? Like, we've been talking about all the shitty things Trump has done for a decade. No one's listening. No one cares. It's a waste of breath. I don't tend to talk about Trump except for the like really seismically important updates, like he won or he died. Otherwise, he is going to continue as he will be, and there's nothing to be gained. We know that he is awful, and we know that what he does is horrific. I don't need to sit here and tell you that over and over. That's what MSNBC is for. We don't need another 24-hour news cycle whose whole job is to scare you about how bad Trump is. You are already scared. What if we were productive instead? So that's why I don't tend to talk about him at all. Water goddess looking to hydrate. I can do that. And former future frog has redeemed a Dev rolls dice. You're going to get a D8 and a D12 multiplied by each other. Let's see. Okay, well, I'm gonna re-roll the 1 times 10 is not fun. All right, 5 times 10. That equals 50. I learned that in school. Bryce says, it really sucks that so many people's basic human rights are hanging on by a thread based on who's in charge of the country. I regret to inform, and this is not, I'm not trying to both sides. Like, I'm not a both sideser. I as a person who is very far left from the Democrats, I still acknowledge the difference between Democrats and Republicans. I don't like when people are like, oh, both parties are two sides of the same coin. They're all the one and the same. They share a lot of properties. For example, being bought. Like, they share that. What they don't share is the strategy that they go about trying to coerce people to vote for them. And yeah, one of them, their strategy is create an outgroup, hate on them as hard as possible, and make everyone terrified of them. The other one is, we're not them. Which isn't great, but it is what it is. However, I do also think that there's not much we can do if we have a liberal president and anything but a Dem supermajority in the Senate and House. Because, like, I said this before, even if there existed the perfect presidential candidate, I don't think that, like, there isn't a lot of latitude for a president to do a lot of positive change. But there's a lot of latitude for a president to do a lot of egregious, awful shit. So even if we had the best possible presidential candidate, we had the most, like, open-minded, progressive, like, go-getter of a president, if they don't have the Senate and House, nothing is happening. Absolutely nothing is happening. So then, like, change some of those parameters around, right? Like, we get a Joe Biden or a Kamala Harris as president, and we have even if we have a tiny majority of Democrats in the Senate, if the House isn't there, nothing's happening. If the House isn't there, nothing's happening. You have to have both chambers, and in the Senate, you have to have a supermajority. You have to have 60 senators in alignment to make anything happen, which is madness. So it's just, I guess what I'm saying here is I don't agree with the framing that people's well-being hinge on the presidency. That is one puzzle piece of a massive, very broken puzzle with many pieces missing, and many pieces being held by people who aren't even into puzzles in the first place. They just took the pieces so that you can't do it. They just took the pieces to fuck with you and left you with a an incomplete puzzle. Anyway, it's not a that's not a dig or anything. That's not like me trying to talk down to anyone. It's just I believe that it can be a bit healthier to put less weight on the presidential election. It is so outsized. Like, it is so outsized. If they could have fixed it before, they didn't because they couldn't fix it. If they could have fixed it before... Oh, sorry. Okay. Of Gods and Gamer says, if it did, they could have fixed it before. They didn't because they couldn't use the threat of loss for fundraising. Yes. Like, as a reminder, Barack Obama had a Dem supermajority and didn't codify Roe. Like, Biden is currently, like, just recently announced running on reinstating Roe v. Wade as one of his campaign promises for his next, I almost said semester, for his next term. 1, do it now. 2, you couldn't do it now, so how are you going to do it again? 3, hey, Democrats, you've been running on that? You've been running on enshrining Roe since, what, Clinton? Before Clinton? You can't just do that every time, and even when you have the opportunity to actually make it happen, you don't do it. And then you're like, but next time, bro, one more election. Just hold your nose and vote one more time, and we got it, bro. Never mind that they the other party has overturned that and has now actually materially made your life worse and killed hundreds, if not thousands of women and put millions of young girls at risk. Let's just ignore all that. It's a campaign promise. It was also a campaign promise in 2020, and then Roe was overturned. Trip says it was passed in 1973. Y'all had 45 to 50 years to actually make it law. Yeah, they don't want to make it law. It was too valuable of a campaign promise. And now it's just cynical. Like, now it's just purely cynical to say, I'm going to codify Roe. That's part of my presidential platform. Fuck all the way off. You had so many opportunities. You had a supermajority. You had a trifecta. You had a mandate. Never happened. It never fucking happened. I do not care anymore what you have to say. Like, do anything. Do anything. I'm so tired of Democrats being out here being like, oh, well, our hands are tied because we always have to take the high road and blah. You are up against cheaters and liars who are not interested in the high road. You're cheaters and liars too. Bob Menendez just got, I talked about this last stream, a Democratic senator just got outed for tons and tons and tons of fraud that he was doing, and like foreign fraud. But if you're all gonna be liars and cheaters, don't then tell me to like take the high road while you're then dealing under the table. And if you're gonna be dealing under the table, can you deal some shit that actually improves our lives? Like, if you're gonna be doing that bullshit, can you do that bullshit? And I don't know, if you're gonna have foreign adversaries taking out political targets, can you take out some of your political targets? I don't know. Like, I'm... Bazonkers. We have one party that's like actively gearing up for a civil war. Like, it is... Actual officials in the Republican Party are egging on their base to prepare for civil war. And the Democrats are like, I know that Trump got a boo-boo. Right now, we need to all come together as a nation and say, oh, Trump, I hope you're going to get better. I hope you're going to get better. Correction, a section of that party. There is no distinction. If you are a registered Republican, you are enabling the current conservative party in America. That is guilty by association. Like, you don't get to be in the party that the KKK is aligned with and be like, oh, well, we don't talk about them. Like, that's just not... That is a lot of subscriptions. Thank you. 10 gifted subs from an anonymous donor. Yo. Thank you, whoever that was. Thank you, and congratulations to everybody who just got 10 or a gifted sub from that. Well, thank you so very, very much. Bryce says, but Biden said that he would cancel a bunch of medical debt if he's getting elected again. Yeah, and like he also said he would get rid of student debt, and like he has gotten rid of a non-zero amount of student debt. I want to be clear, Biden has canceled a life-changing amount of student debt for a bunch of people. Yeah, that happened. That is not canceling student debt. Like, you don't get to campaign on canceling student debt and then change. Yes, you change some people's lives, but we're talking about restructuring the economy for an entire generation. That's what you ran on. You ran on the notion of like alleviating the most amount of debt that we've seen a generation saddled with in the history of Earth. And like alleviating some of that is cool and will not deliver on what you wanted to claim you were going to deliver on. Let me know when my my peers and loved ones aren't struggling to live paycheck to paycheck. That would be cool. Wouldn't that be nice? What if we could have prosperity? That's enough of me ranting about Biden. Like, at the end of the day, I'll be transparent. I'm gonna vote, and I'm gonna vote for like whoever is for president. At least I'm gonna vote for whoever's the Democrat nominee. Like, I'm going to do that. I'm also going to continue to criticize and demand more from leadership. Both of those things can happen at the same time, because a vote is not an endorsement of everything ever. It is a function of existing in America, and not participating is not doing anything. So, like, as I've said before, go vote. It is the minimum viable civic engagement. It is not a massive, huge deal and a statement of your values. It is checking off on a piece of paper. And go do that. Take your 10 minutes. Go do that. And then start organizing locally. Like, it's not... Voting is not the solution. It's just not. There's not a candidate that saves us. Okay. Jasmine's got to go. Bye-bye, Jasmine. Have a good time at work. I will take a sip. Robin says a vote is not a direct ride to where you're going, but it's a bus ride in that general direction. I honestly, I know what you're getting at, and I agree with the sentiment. I'm going to be annoying and say I don't even think that voting is asking to go anywhere in the general direction of where we want to go. I think voting is more like we're in a car that's rapidly speeding towards a cliff, and the two people in the front seat are arguing about whether or not we should accelerate or accelerate faster. And you're like, okay, well, hold on. If we accelerate faster, that's bad. If we accelerate less fast, then I've got more of an opportunity to start scouting out the window for a softer piece of grass to try to jump out and land on. And I know I'm going to get hurt in the process, but at least I can get a little bit less hurt if I ask the person in the front seat to not go as fast. Like, voting is keeping us from going backwards. I would point out that we had a blue wave, we had a blue president, we had a mandate, and Roe was overturned, which is about as backwards as you can go. I don't know what else it's going to take to show that, like, voting doesn't stop us from regressing. We've been voting. It doesn't stop us from regressing. I know I'm being pedantic, and I'm still saying go vote. But what I'm saying is, like, don't expect positive change from it. At this point, we're trying to slow down the rate of negative change. And this isn't me being a doomer. I'm just saying, like, there exists a mechanism that is the state. That is a lot of subscriptions. And Exeem with 10 gifts. God damn, what am I? I'm okay. Thank you so very much. Thank you. I'm really happy for all the people who are getting getting gifted subs. Thank you. It really, really does help the community. But I'm trying to ultimately wrap this back around to hope. I'm trying to say we have been conditioned to believe voting is the pinnacle of civic engagement. Voting is a way to take control. While that may be true on some very specific things on local levels, at the presidential level, at the federal level, it's going to do what it's going to do. Look at John Fetterman, right? Everybody rallied around him. They thought he was gonna be this progressive, amazing new senator who was gonna shake things up, who wasn't gonna take anyone's shit. He is at this point finding joy in ripping on the progressives that put him in office. Like, we've seen so many, like, Dems that have been, or people who have run as a Democrat that then flipped to a Republican after they get elected. Like, that's just a thing that they're doing. Voting is not the solution. It is simply one tool. It is one tool in your arsenal. And, like, yeah. You don't build an entire house with a single hammer, right? You're gonna need other tools. Trip says, we were trying to slow a flood with grains of sand in a teaspoon. It doesn't feel like much, but it's better than nothing. That's a pretty good way of putting it. I want to emphasize the part where I'm saying definitely go vote. Like, there will be a material difference in the world based on the outcome of the votes, especially at the Senate and congressional level. That's unavoidable. Like, there will be a difference, and that difference is what we're looking to understand and invoke. We are trying to choose which parameters we want to operate from for the next however long. Think of it like that. Not we're trying to solve our problems, but we are trying to choose a baseline. How's that? Okay. I'm tired of talking about politics. Let's talk about something pretty cool, I think.
The affordable connectivity program.
Oh no, it's an advertisement.
Don't get left in the dark.
Why is it an advertisement? That's not cool. I don't like an advertisement. This is not what I wanted to do. Okay. This is cool. Uncontacted indigenous people sighted in Peru. An uncontacted indigenous people in Peru has been spotted by the banks of a river close to where logging companies have concessions. The images, published on Tuesday by the indigenous rights and organization Survival International, shows dozens of, I'm going to butcher this, Macho Piro people close to the banks of the La Piedras River. Essentially, this is the largest uncontacted tribe on Earth. This is the longest uncontacted, or longest running and largest uncontacted indigenous tribe on Earth. And we're seeing behavior from them that we haven't seen before, of a bunch of people coming out seemingly searching for food, coming into a place that they don't normally go to. Let me play this video. Like, what you're looking at right now are human beings who have not had contact with the outside world ever. That's what you're watching on video right now. Oh, and now you're watching Theresa Mayo, inventor of mayonnaise. That's who this is, apparently.
And it was over 50 people.
That's probably against the terms of service, huh? But yeah, these are humans who have never contacted the outside world. I see of Gods and Gamers says leave them alone. Yes, that's the plan. There are like international laws about not going to these tribes. It would wipe them out, right? Like disease would kill them probably. They've not had contact with the outside world, so that's a big no-no. Is going to see them. There was also that guy that was like a Christian missionary who went to that uncontacted tribe and never came back because he got killed. They were like, what the fuck are you doing? Robin says, sorry, off topic, but I just got an email about a job interview on Monday. Yay. They sent me a PDF to fill out with my resume info, which they already have. And it's to work in an IT department. My goodness. That's obnoxious. Yeah, PDFs are still used quite a lot. Maybe he says, Dev, how are you going to show off that chonker in your hand and not give us a close-up? I forgot I was holding this. But this is the dice that I was using this one for a while. I was using this die for a while. But here's the chonker. I want to see what I've been spinning this. It's a nice little fidget toy, basically. Which is to say, it's a D20. That's big. Big 20. And speaking of the lump, can we get the dog cam actually? Let's see. He's laying, I believe, right where the AC unit is blowing. Yeah, you can see that there's the AC, and there's the dog. So he's got a nice, cool belly right now. I should turn on that box fan. Ooh. See, now he's a nice, comfy, cozy boy. Now he's got a nice, cool belly. And that's very good. So, we love that for dog. Dog cam up in the corner there now. What is next? Here's what's next. Time for a bit of an oof. Bit of an oopsie daisy. Oh my god. I need to figure out how to get ad blockers on this thing in Obsidian. Oh! I know why. I know why the ad blockers aren't working. Okay, well, hopefully this is all working now. Yes. Perfect. Okay. Okay. So, user alleges Gemini AI is scanning Google Drive hosted PDF files without explicit permission. Google says otherwise. Now, this is what I wanted to. If you are using Google Drive, you should be very, very aware that Google reads and processes your shit in there. That's a thing. So this is an unknown thing. We don't know yet. This is still being investigated. We don't know yet if Google Drive is actually slurping up your documents to train their AI. I don't think it takes a lot of just kind of gesturing to the broader world to believe that is the case. But between this and I don't know if y'all saw, I think I talked about this on Stuff Keeps Happening a while ago now. Google blocked an author's ability to share the draft of her novel because it was too raunchy. She was writing a saucy romance novel, I guess. and Google, like in Google Docs, and Google Docs analyzed her book that she was writing in Google Docs privately and said, we don't like that. You're not allowed to share this with people. So she couldn't share the draft of her book to people because she wrote it in Google Drive. I want to be super, super clear. That means that Google Drive has to be scanning what you are writing and analyzing it and using some kind of automated system to judge whether or not what you have written is acceptable. So please, if you are writing anything in Google Drive, always remember that. Remember that they are actively scanning and analyzing what is in your drive. Same thing with Gmail. If you use Gmail, they are scanning and processing your emails. Everything. Same thing if you use an Android phone. Anything you put in Drive, anything you type on your keyboard on an Android phone, all of it is being processed by Google. That's all I'm saying. A co-story with this one, because, you know, Apple also problematic. Update, Apple has responded. Apple and Salesforce AI training datasets co-opt MrBeast and MKBHD videos. A new investigation claims that tech companies used subtitles from more than 48,000 YouTube channels, including top creators like MrBeast, MKBHD, and higher learning institutes like MIT and Harvard to train their AI models, even though YouTube prohibits the harvesting of platform content without its permission. MKBHD posted about this recently as well, saying, hey, yeah, Apple trained its shit on me without consent. Where is the Apple response? I have not actually seen their response. On Wednesday, July 17th, Apple characterized its use of the piled data as exclusively for research purposes. Apple says the data went into its OpenELM model, which does not provide data for any Apple AI features, and that includes Apple Intelligence. Now, I want to know, like, what in the hell? Why? And what? Like, are we sure? Are we sure that we're okay with just saying, no, we only stole all of that for learning purposes? But we promise it's not actively available now. Ollie says, BRB cat just puked. Oofa doofa. I'm very, very sorry. Kai Julali says, why did I get a sub here? Who are you people? Well, at some point you must have followed me, and then recently somebody did a bunch of gifting subs, and now you've got a sub to my channel. Welcome. Glad you're here. Good to have you. Cotton says, but doesn't AI stuff regularly leak training data? Yes, absolutely. And that's been a massive issue recently on ChatGPT. But it's more what they're claiming is, hello, Dice. Flails running through the room. Hello. What Apple is claiming is that they stole a bunch of data and used it to train an older model that they didn't end up shipping to, like, iPhones. That is not the same as saying we didn't steal your data and we didn't use it to train an AI. And also, we don't know what that model is doing. We don't know if it still exists or if it's being used in any capacity. But they didn't say, no, we didn't steal all of your data for our private purposes, which is absurd. However, I do want to say, we lost music. We're out of music. Let's do Tavern Vibes. I do want to say, anybody who does at all care about AI stuff, you should be aware and be understanding that AI does not learn from what you do with it. In the sense that AI models don't evolve as you use them. The only learning that an AI model does is save bits of relevant information to feed back into itself the next time that you talk to it. So it could be programmed, for example, to like when it thinks that it has learned your name, it'll like write itself a note saying this person's name is Jambalaya. This person's name is Jambalaya. And so then it's just going to literally keep a note that's just called their name is Jambalaya. And anytime that you talk to it, it's going to include that note in your prompt. That is what AI does to learn. Once that prompt is gone, like once you like delete all that chat session, like in theory that's gone. AI models take a long time to actually generate, like to create. And they have to have all their training data like basically gathered together up front and then dumped into a bunch of servers, and then they train the model that way, and that can take up to a year. So just like uploading an image to an AI doesn't immediately make that AI capable of then understanding and including that image in all of its training data set. That's just like not how it works. But I do want to talk about a little bit, if we can nerd it up for just a smidge, if we can get a little nerdy, I want to talk a little bit about the fact that, like, yes, Google Drive is deeply, deeply fucked in terms of Google reads your shit and will pass judgment on your account based on it. I saw a joke earlier about, like, enjoy all the fan fictions. I want to, like, yes, if you're just writing a bunch of fan fictions and you're totally okay with that, like, please be aware that whatever you're putting on there, you're giving them access to. So if you're okay with Google using your fan fictions to create a fan fiction writing AI to undermine fan fictions or something, like, that is a reality that you have to accept. It's just a function of using their business. So, on that note, I wanted to talk just really briefly about a few other options for syncing files. Because, like, Google Drive and Apple iCloud, I guess, and Microsoft OneDrive, like, they've all done a lot to make it seem like they are the way to share files between people, or like the way to store files now, period. It's just not true. There's a lot of ways to do file management and share files between computers and do file cloud storage and so on and so forth in a much more secure way that actually respects you and possibly is even cheaper. For example, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this up actually. So yeah, Sky, thumb drives is on my list of things that you can use. For one, you can use a straight up thumb drive. You can just get a small USB drive, plug it in, copy your shit on there, or even just leave it plugged into your computer while you're using it and just treat it like your documents folder, and then unplug it and take it with you if you need to go somewhere else. That is perfectly valid. Like, that's perfectly valid. The first thing I want to talk about besides that, though, is called SyncThing. SyncThing is a pretty cool thing. It's a pretty cool thing that syncs. This is a free, open source file syncing system that does not require a subscription, an account, or anything. Like, it just syncs your files for free across all your devices. So the way it works is you install SyncThing on every device that you want to have your files on, and it does peer-to-peer networking to sync all of your files across all of those devices across the internet from wherever you are. So this is not a cloud host. This is not a solution for having something on the cloud to then, like, send out to people. But if you have a whole bunch of files, if you've got like a documents folder that you want to have between multiple computers, or your phone and your computer or something like that, SyncThing can, for free, with no limits, sync all of your files across your devices. So if all you use Google Drive for, or any cloud host for, if all you use it for is to sync files, I highly recommend checking out SyncThing because it is open source, it respects your privacy, and it's completely free, and it just does the thing, which is pretty neat. The next thing I have on here is a local NAS, which is a network accessible storage. It is basically just a box with hard drives in it that sits on your network at home and acts like a cloud host, more or less. So I actually have one by Synology, which are pretty popular. Let me... Synology NAS. Products. NAS. Where's your like online NAS selector? NAS selector. Home. File server and synchronization. How many devices? 1 to 5. This is just personal use. Yeah. So, excuse me? So these things, it's literally just a box with a bunch of hard drives. And you can choose, like, what's kind of neat is you can choose, like, what NAS you want. You can then choose what hard drives you want, how much space you actually need, and you can dial that in. I personally have a 4 terabyte NAS that's on my network, and I use it for my own personal file sync. It's pretty neat, and it also has a very intuitive, like, interface. If you know nothing about, like, server management, that's perfectly fine. If you've used a desktop computer before, you can use this thing. You literally, like, its control panel is like a fake computer desktop with like desktop icons that you double click on to like open up a thing and like control stuff that way. It's completely visual. It is super easy. Cotton says, how accessible is a local NAS from places like away? Like if I had a NAS in my house but wanted to use Obsidian at work, I would just need that. I would need that sync thing the same way I use Drive Sync now. So it depends. There's a few different things you can do. On one level, the Synology NASs, they have a system called Quick Connect, which will let you connect to your NAS from anywhere on the internet, even if you're not on your local network. So you can do that. That works. And there's an app that does like a Google Drive style file sync, just like Drive does. Or you can go even further, and this is what I use, Tailscale. Tailscale, and this is getting really into the weeds here for a second, but Tailscale is a system that allows you to set up a personal VPN that has all of your devices on it, such that all of your devices always think that they are on your like home local network. So it's literally just like an app that you install. You can see like here on the iPhone, it's literally just an app. And on your computer, it's also just an app. You install it all, or you install Tailscale on every device that you want connected to your network. And your devices can just talk directly to each other that way. So if you put your NAS on your Tailscale network, then all of your computers just think that you're always on the same network as your NAS, and you never have a situation where you are away from home. Because as far as all of your devices think, they are all always connected directly to each other via Tailscale, which is super cool. So that is super beyond. You do not need to do that. That is what I do. But even just having one of these guys, it will it'll do the thing without too much problem. Yeah, you can see how they set stuff up. What brand NAS do you recommend? Synology. Here's a starting point. Synology NAS. Just search Synology NAS. You'll find a whole bunch of them. So there's that. The last thing that I would recommend is if you want to stick with a cloud host for your file syncing stuff, but you want some privacy and you're okay with like paying a little bit, Proton Drive, which is by the same people who do Proton Mail and Proton VPN. They are a privacy-focused, like, productivity software company. They've got email, Drive, and all sorts of stuff. And we just reached our minigame goal. Email, drive, and all sorts of stuff. Privacy centric. It's hosted in, I think, Sweden, and they are pretty cool. They're pretty good. So they just kind of do the thing. We have reached our stream goal to have some new unhinged merch, which is going to be fun. We can go ahead and do that right now, or on this stream today. So we'll go ahead and do that. But there is that. Oh, we have a dev roll still. Dev rolls dice. Okay, well, I'll do that after we do the next stream goal reset, which we've got a couple of them here. Egg bite taste test is the one that's next on the list. So, goal, egg bite, blind taste test. There we go. Egg bite. Cool. Well, here's what we're gonna do. Let me check my notes. Do you have anything else I want to talk about? I have one more thing I want to do. I want to talk about, but I'm gonna do a quick break. So I'm gonna take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. When we get back, you are going to help me design unhinged merch, completely busted unhinged merch. I'll do the 2 dev rolls real quick before I go. I'm gonna take a short, quick break. Don't touch that dial. Let's do a couple dev rolls real quick, like. When I get back, I've got a rant that is queued up and ready to go. And then we're gonna do some merch design, and then we'll figure it out from there. But let's there we go. This is gonna be, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna roll a D8. Where's there a D8? I'm gonna roll a D8 and we're gonna square the result, okay? This one is for dice. There's a 7. 7 squared is 40 something. I should know. 49, thank you. And then for the next one, we're going to do a D6 cubed. All right, get it? Because it's a cube. This one's for cotton. So here's the thing about math. 1 cubed is 1. I'm gonna reroll. Okay. I mean, look. I tried. One more. I'm gonna do a different one. Okay, fine. All right. I don't know what you want from me. God said no. God said straight up, no. You're getting a 1. That is what the fates have decided. I don't know what to say, Cotton. You're just gonna have to deal with it. But, I mean, you just made your way onto a likely stream clip, so that's your reward. All right, I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gonna be a few minutes, gonna go take a quick, I'm gonna go pee in a toilet, probably. And when I get back, rant, and then stuff. All right, BRB. There's some sort of camera in this general space, sort of like in this location. I guess I'll have to stream into it. All right, sure. Hello, I'm back. What's up? If you can hear my voice, if you also decide to take a break and you're currently in the middle of yoga, downward that dog. So, yeah. This guy says rant time? Rant time. Here is my rant. Cooked is cooked. Stop it. We're done. We've run it into the ground. Everyone's saying everything is cooked, and I can't anymore, you guys. I can't do this. Okay, let me take a step back. The slang term, cooked. Usage example, we're cooked. He's cooked. They're cooked. To mean screwed, over, done, etc. In addition to, they cooked. Let him cook. They have cooked. Meaning good, and we did it, or this is great. Like, I can't. I don't know. I'm just seeing it everywhere. And like maybe it's because I'm getting comments on TikTok, but it's just like everyone is saying we're so cooked, or we are cooked. They have cooked. Let him cook. We're cooked. Joe Biden is cooked. Get him out of here. Like, okay, guys. There's more words. There's other words that exist. Not everything has to be cooked. That is all I really had in the chamber, which was just like the rate at which I have seen the just like use of the term cooked, meaning over. It's just so much. It's so much. It's the same with we are braised. See, that's good. Like, do something else with it. Like, be clever with it. I don't know if I'm wrong in this. I'm probably wrong in this. But I get so annoyed when people jump onto a term like that, or jump onto a sous vide, or jump onto a trend and don't do anything but continue it over and over. Like, yeah, we're getting some good shit. Basted, braised, ceviche'd. Like, that's hysterical. That would be so funny. That would be so good if people were like, damn, we're ceviche'd out here. Like, that's actually funny again, right? Because you're taking a thing and you're doing something new with it. Like, fuck me up. Don't just say the same thing over and over and expect it to continue to be fun. You know, it's the same thing with any given joke that is like, that gets picked up by like the average person who's like, oh, I can be in on this one, which I guess is just what a meme is. But for example, this is going to ruin the tour, in quotations. I don't know how many people saw this or have seen this term, this phrase, but the phrase, this is going to ruin the tour, as a joke, as like a response to things, was funny for about 6 hours until literally everyone started saying it all the time in response to everything. And then it was only funny again when Jack Black literally canceled the Tenacious D tour recently and people were like, this is gonna ruin the tour. But like, or Hawk Tua, right? Like, that got blown so far out of proportion. And no one, like, it's just not that funny. It's just not that funny. But it's apparently funny to people who have never seen humor before, I guess. I don't know. We have been made into a campote, my comrades. Bro, it's been 10 years since the D came to New Zealand. Well, unfortunately, I think Tenacious D is cooked. Tenacious D is cooked. To circle it back to the beginning. Ollie says, I'm grateful to have never seen the Haktua. It's literally just a woman saying that like her go-to sex move is to spit on it while going down on someone. And like she's like, you gotta give him that Haktua. And like, yeah, that was funny the once, and then just it's not that funny. Like it was kind of like, oh yeah, haha, give him that Haktua. And then everyone went bizarre with it. Like everyone went bazonkers and thought it was the funniest thing ever. I actually saw a really, really great analysis of this from a queer woman who was like, hey, I figured out why Haktua went so crazy. It's because straight people picked it up and they are so desperate for anything remotely funny. She was like do you not hear like 100 funnier things every day from all of your friends? And the answer is no, they don't. But this is like a straight coded meme, and it got picked up by the straight people, and they just ran it into the ground so fast because they finally had an almost kind of funny thing. Trina says, same, I've never seen it, and I have no desire to. It's literally just like a 5-second clip. Like it's not a thing. No one, like it's nothing. It's like how straight people took Pillow Princess from the lesbian community and completely twisted it. Very fair, very fair. Grim says, Dev, I'm sad to inform you, but you have lost the game. Here's the thing. I won the game. There's nothing you can do about it. I can't lose. I've already locked in the victory. That's how you do it. I would also go as far as to say, and here's the thing. You know, the game is a funny concept. I'm mostly impressed at the fact that, like, the game has had so much staying power. Like, the game seems to be a thing in every generation. I can't speak to boomers, but I definitely know Gen Xers who know about the game, millennials who know about the game, Gen Zers who know about the game, and I've even seen Gen Alpha people posting about losing the game. And it's like, this is unifying. The game 2024, you know? But here's my hot take about the game. A game that can't be won but only lost is not a game. The only winning move is to not play. I learned that in a movie. And so if you can't play, or if you can't win, you can only lose, then it's on you to figure out how winning works. And I have determined how winning works. And I've already accomplished what you need to do to win. So, the game is eternal. Coffee Mom says, I indoctrinated my Gen Alpha kids to the game. It's fun. It's a neat little thing. Flusando. I'm assuming that's a silent P. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. The game is eternal. Domino says, I'm not high enough for this. Well, get higher. Because we're about to do some unhinged merch, and it's going to be unhinged. So, let me pull up. Can we? Okay. Let me pull up Canva real quick. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'm gonna pull up a Canva whiteboard. Unhinged merch concept. All right, let me get this on the old Streamerino. Hello. Window capture. Canva. This track kind of slaps. Okay. Okay. Here we go. We've got our canvas on Canva to work with. Now, the first thing that I will note is that we did get a new friend very recently in a stream. Let me find it. Yes. So we did make a friend. We did meet Flynn too. God damn it. Here's Flynn too. Right. So we met our good new boy. Flynn, this is Flynn too. He does need a top hat, unfortunately. Does not have a top hat in this picture. But all of that to say, y'all want to make some Flynn 2 merch? If I go here and I search turtle. All right, let's browse some turtles, all right? We're gonna get a few turtles in play, okay? We're gonna get a few torts, just a handful of torts in play. All right. Okay, let's see. Where's some good ones? Oh, that's a really good one. That one's kind of close. All right. There's this one. That's pretty good. This is basically Squirtle. Come on now. That's just copyright infringement. Got this one. That's a good guy. This one. Oh, that's a pretty good guy. And then here's like a line art turtle. We got to consider that option as well. So, we've got a few torts here. We've got a smattering of torts. Okay. Now it's a matter of weeding out the weakest links, so to speak. Whichever ones are the worst, are terrible. So there's that. Which ones are acceptable? The green one, says Robin. Which one's the green one? I'm gonna need some more. Okay, I'm gonna label them. Okay. So this one is John. Okay, this one is Little John. Okay. This one's Big John. All right. This guy over here is gonna be Blue John. This one's gonna be Jimmy John. This one's obviously old John, right? But OL apostrophe John. This one's gonna be Young John. Young John. Oh my god. Okay. This one's going to be... This one's Jane. This one's Jane. I don't know how she slipped in here. This one... This one's Big Buster Boy, alright? This is Big Buster Boy. But he goes by John. Okay. And then this one is John, parentheses, doing his best. Okay. So we now have all of the turtles are labeled, which is helpful. Wait a minute. That is not at all. This is where I wanted to be. Okay, I'm very sorry. I was on the super wrong screen for a while there. Apologies. Yeah, okay. We've got all of our Johns. What are we thinking? We're going to eliminate. We're going to do this in reverse. We're going to eliminate some Johns, okay? Can I see in chat, just go ahead and type out. You get to eliminate a John, okay? Which John are we eliminating? In chat, write eliminate and then the John that you want eliminated. Seeing Little John by. Jane, I'm doing his best. Big John. Blue John. Okay. Young John. Eliminate Jane, Blue John. Okay, I'm going to say if one turtle gets 2 elimination votes, they are out. So Little John is gone. I'm seeing Big John. Big John has not been got yet. He's only got 1 vote to eliminate. Blue John and Blue John. Sorry, Blue John. Little John, we already got rid of. Oh, do not get rid of doing his best. Okay. Jane is gone. Jane now has 2. Jimmy John, Old John, Young John, Big Buster Boy, and doing his best. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's get rid of 2 more so we can get down to 5 so we can do a vote. Sub Sandwich John, bye. Jimmy John gone? Jimmy John? Okay, that's 2 Jimmy Johns. This is a very official process. Gina's here. Hey, Gina. How's it going? Gina, which of these turtles do you hate the most? I'm going to delete whichever turtle you hate. Tell me which turtle you hate. This is important. Maybe not hate. Which turtle do you love the least? Big John? All right. Bye, Big John. We now have John doing his best, Big Buster Boy, Young John, and Old John. All right. We've got our finalists. So now we're going to vote which of these torts is going to get a top hat and get put onto some merch and sold on my merch store. This is, oh my God. Okay. Which tort? We've got John. We've got doing his best, Old John, Young John, and Big Buster Boy. Vote. Vote. Here's the look. I wish I could make it darker for you. Here, I can make it darker. Hold on, we're gonna do this. Move these guys over here, and then I'm just gonna be like, give me a square. Rectangle, add shape. This is super high production value. But hey, that works. I do love Big Buster Boy, says Gina. Big Buster Boy is pretty good. He's not bad, I will say. That was a nail biter. Old John is so realistic, and it's that right level of unhinged. All right. Vote for which one should be featured in my next merch design. I'm going to close the poll in 10 USDA grade A seconds. You've got to remember, yeah, oh yeah, as a reminder, whichever one gets chosen is going to have a top hat applied to them. Did Gina see the original tort? I'm not sure. Gina, this is the original tort. Let's go ahead and pull that back up. Can we get the tort on screen? All right. So this is the original tort. All right. Sky found this tort and saved this tort. And now we are going to commemorate that by etching this tort into the history books by way of my merch store and giving him a top hat. All right. Ending the poll. Big Buster Boy has won the tort vote, the tortolini, if you will. Okay, give him a skateboard? Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. All right, here. We're gonna go to top hat. Give me your top hats. Show me your best top hats. Canva. Oh my goodness. We've certainly got some top hats. We've certainly got some top hats going on. Wait a minute. This is very good. This is so much better than I ever could have asked for. All right, I'm gonna keep looking, keep looking. There's so many American top hats. Why are there so many American flag top hats? Calm down. What? All right, we're gonna start with these. All right, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try on a few hats onto Big Buster Boy. All right. So first things first. I mean, here's the thing. here's, here's the thing. Here's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about this. All right, let's try out some more though. Maybe the sparkly hat, because there's the sparkly hat with a bow on it. Right? Like, here we're gonna make a section over here. Hats we vibe with. I should do more like fuck around on Canva streams. This is kind of fun. Hats we pass on. Okay, so we vibe with this one. Okay. Now he looks like someone's fancy aunt. Do we vibe with this or do we pass on this? How we feeling? I'm ambivalent, personally. But I'm perfectly happy keeping this around. Keeping this one. You fuck with this big time, says Bumskip. I'm also seeing a bunch of passes, though. This is contested. Okay. We're gonna have a contested section. Hotly contested hats. Okay, so that's going to the hotly contested hats. Next up, we've got a classic. Oh, what if we made that hat tiny? Says Gina. Hold on. Hold on. This is good. It's not bad. It's not bad. All right, we're gonna put that in hotly contested. So here's this is a kind of a classic. Sort of fits with the style, you know. Maybe we turn it a little bit so it's a little bit. See, like, this seems like a vibe. This does seem like a vibe. Make that one like 2/3 its size. Make it jaunty. Hold on, I want to do something. I'm gonna do something real quick. I want to get rid of these splotches, because like the rest of the boy, right? The rest of Big Buster Boy is like all solid color, except for the head has these spots on it that I want gone. So we're gonna take a color and get that color. But freckles? Well, we can give him different freckles. It's just that it's the position of the freckles that is bugging me, right? Like, it's not a matter of the fact that they're there as much as it is they're where the top hat goes. So like, they limit the positioning of the top hat without looking out of place. So we can certainly bring them back, right? Like, that's no problem. In fact, allow me to go ahead and get that color in the rotation real quick. Grab that. Okay. Yeah, I want to see myself in the tort, you know? Real. Oh, damn it. Okay. Okay. See, I mean, okay. I would argue that that's kind of more consistent, at least. But I don't mind adding them back in after the fact. Let's give ourselves a couple of swatches. There's a swatch. Okay. Okay. So how are we feeling about Big Buster Boy? Let me take all that. Group them. Bring hat up. Okay. He's lost his zing? You don't think he's got zing anymore? Oh, okay. So if we feel that strongly about the freckles, we can put the freckles back. As someone with freckles want to fight, who do you see my color of my skin? I'm a freckly boy. All right, we're putting the freckles back. I've been bullied. I understand. They never went away. They never went away. They were here the whole time. There. See, that's really good. That is really good. That is super great. That is super great. All right, this hat is certainly going in hats we vibe with. All right, next hat. Man, peer pressure has changed from back in my day. Hi, Stina. How's it going? Everybody, say hello to Stina. How do we feel about this hat on the little guy? Let me put him. Let me send him back. Layer, send you back. This is certainly a don't shrink the hat kind of hat. Me feels. Hello. I feel as though we don't want this hat to shrink, right? Strong Eyes 007. Thank you so much for the follow. Saying past love, past love. My goodness. Past love, Stina, love. That's a lot of votes and one Stina. Bigger? Make the hat even larger? Doug Dimatort. What if it's bigger and on his back? Like he doesn't know how to wear. Oh my god. Wait a minute. That's really, really good. That's really good. He's certainly doing his best. All right, we're gonna save this. We're just gonna save this. We're just gonna put this over here to come back to later. All right, so we're gonna vibe with that. We've got a few more hats to try because this is like a magician hat, right? We've got like a magician top. This is like a wizard here, you know, like a sorcerer. That said, it doesn't really match the look. It doesn't quite fit, I will say. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a pass. We're gonna pass on that. Yeah. Distinguished gentleman. Also very good. Cosplaying Joker. You know, I got these scars. Hello, Avian. How's it going? Welcome in. The scars. All right, what are we thinking for this one? We're thinking keep it in the rotation or swap it back out. I'm seeing yes, meh. Yes, meh, pass, nah. All right, that's 4 passes and 1 yes. We're gonna do a pass, and then the last one. This is a statesman right here. This tort is a statesman. But I kind of hate it because this hat has, you can see the underside of the hat on it. Like they've got the hole in there. So disqualified. Okay. So here now we're gonna make all of our options with the hats that we did like. Okay. So we're gonna need some more boys. We're gonna make a few boys. Okay. Here's just a herd of boys. We love a herd of boys. Okay. We've got a little train going. And now we're gonna resituate. Go to back. Hello? Where's the layer? Hello? Why can't I send 2 back? Okay, whatever. There's that. There's this one that goes on the back. There's this one that sits on the top, like such, and then we're missing one. The hotly contested hat. Oh yeah, the little teensy hat. Let me get that fixed up real quick. Okay. Here are our finalists. Needs to be a smidge bigger. Well, the tiny one. Okay. Now, one more vote for the good of the realm. We've got Dapper in purple. We've got knows how it works. We've got this definitely fits. And we've got just a little casual. So, y'all know how this works. We are going to get ourselves a shape, square. For my super high fidelity, very democratic voting system. Okay, here comes the poll. Which little guy? We've got Dapper in purple. Knows how it works. This definitely fits. And just a little casual. Vote. This is the gender representation I've been looking for. Oh, man. I want an E, all of them in one. We very much don't need to, this does not need to be destructive. We could make a design that's got all 4 of them in the 4 genders, if you will. Wildcard vote Flynn 2 2024. With that text, yes, yes, yes. I mean. All right, let's see what the poll says. Knows how it works has won with 11 votes. So this is going to be our canonical boy. That said, that doesn't mean we need to get rid of the rest of the boys, all right? So let's consider this. We're going to copy. Actually, we'll just go ahead and do this here. We're going to copy that. We're going to paste it here. Get rid of the names. Actually, no, we'll keep the names. Okay. Because then Sylvia says, what did I arrive to? Ah, gender memes. You arrived to a very, very important vote, which is which of these little guys is the best little guy? The 4 genders? Amazing work, crew. Y'all, we make the best merch when we work together. When we put our minds together. Look what we're able to accomplish. Perfect timing for trans vibes. Now, let's see. We're going to go ahead and copy this, paste it over here, turn that into a group. We're going to enlarge. Okay, we're going to enlarge a good bit. Oh, wow, that is enlarged already. And then we're going to go download section. Transparent background, download. This is just a test. This is not a this is not by any means final. I'm gonna dial in, making sure that everything is like properly aligned and whatnot. But I just want to download this concept and throw it onto a few different merch items, just as a like teaser / visualization. So save that. And let me pull up a web browser with my merch stuff on it so that we can preview and see how it looks on various things. Because I'm feeling there's some options here. One on a shirt. Drink up. Oh, I can drink up. Thanks for the reminder. Okay. Let me log into my thing. I have no idea if this is going to take a long time or not a long time. So bear with me. It took not a long time. Very good. Very good. Very good. Okay. Products. Create product. I'm going to be a little cagey with showing you the back end of the products because I don't want to accidentally reveal some of the stuff I'm working on. But now that I'm in the actual like browse and see what we've got section, here we go. Let me add this to the screen, window capture. Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool and good and all right and wonderful. So we're going to browse the available, these are the available things that we can put that design onto. So let's go through a few of these options here. You know, obviously we've got shirts, we've got hats, we've got beanies. That's all well and good. In fact, we can go ahead and here, let's take like, where's the shirt that I usually use? I think it's this one. Pint glass. Downloads, concepts. Do we have a top hat? Oh my god, that would be so good. So let me change the shirt color. So that's pretty, that's okay. It's pretty good. It's pretty great. Preview. Put it in a hat so it's hats on hats. Who's out here re-upping their sub like some kind of hero. Oh my god. Hey y'all? It's really, really good. Wait, but it's really, really, really good. We may have made the best item in my merch store. It's really good. Oh my god, Trips, you were absolutely correct. Oh, we're out of music again. Jangly. Okay, so that's very, very good. That's very, very good. Let's go. Now we know that that's good. We're gonna go look at some other potential products. Okay, so how about home and living? What do we got here? Posters, wrapping paper, apron, an embroidered cooking apron. Hold on. We didn't consider embroidery. Upload your art. Okay. The question is, does it come in other colors than black? Get this a bit larger. Oh wow, that doesn't let you go too big with it, huh? Mock-ups. All right, I would need. Oh, that's disappointing. That's disappointing. That's the biggest you can go. Damn it. Then your Atlas Loom sweater not work out well. Was that embroidered? It wasn't embroidered. It was knit. Knit was the problem, not the embroidery. Embroidery worked. Like I already have some stuff that does embroidery. Wrapping paper is good. Sherpa blanket. How about a blanket? Oh, I have to request that product. No, there's a different blanket that we can get. Where's the other blanket? Throw a blanket. Here we go. Design. Are y'all booing the apron? Ronin Queen with a 10-month sub rolling 144. Sorry I missed that earlier, but that's rad and amazing. All right, bring this in. What is your problem? Okay. Okay, product. Okay. Scale this. Okay. But the question is, how do I change the color? Sticker could be really good. Change background color. I think I would have to change the background color on the image itself. As long as Sticker Mule wasn't involved. Yo, they sent a second email. They did another email. It's unbelievable. They doubled down. And they were like, haha, everyone's mad at us. See? We're correct. It's wild. And yeah, and they doxed people. They doxed people who were like, who replied saying like, take me out of your service. Unbelievable. All for stickers. It said 6 feet wasn't deep enough. We need 12. It sure is finalizing mock-ups, I'll tell you. While it's doing that, let's look at some other stuff. How about accessories? What do we have under accessories? Desk mat could be good. Spiral notebook. Backpack. Oh, backpack. Pillow. I saw a pillow. Or home and living. Fanny pack. I would change the background color, but also pretty good. Not so bad. Spiral notebook. Again, I'm going to be actually touching this up, giving it background colors and whatnot. That's good. It's very good. I might change the layout to be like 2 above, then the 4 genders, then 2 below, so that it fits better on like a taller thing, or put something below just to fix the negative space. But like, pretty good. Applesauce? Something about applesauce? Tote bag. Wait, tote bag could be really good too. Hold on. Accessories. I know that there's a tote. Yeah, bags. Where's the tote? Yes. Okay. See. Knows how it works equals backpack for his applesauce. Peace, star. And then Philwing just says bottom text. 16 months. Hell yeah. Good to see you. Thank you for popping through. Ooh. Ooh, but this is... Ooh. But low. What yonder tote bag breaks? Here's the other tote bag option. Sylvia's redeemed hydrate. Wait. This is complicated. Inside pocket, safe print area, front, bottom, back. Okay, so I want... This is all over print. So I want this, I think, is essentially what I want. Mock-ups. Stitch color. Clear. Select. E! E, I say. I say E. You want it on both sides? Okay, I can definitely put it on both sides. It's very good, though. It's very good. It's just a tote bag. This is just a tote bag. All right, so the tote... I like this better. Or not this one. I like this one better. The desk mat is not bad. The spiral notebook is not bad. Let's check the backpack. See how this goes. Okay. Are we thinking up on the top? Backpack, please. I need a new one. Well, here's a small child with the 4 genders backpack. This is the future the liberals want. Look at this, man. He knows what the 4 genders are. Sounds like rebellion propaganda to me. It is. It is. You gotta watch out, because first they're out here changing their genders, you know, and then the next thing you know, they're feeding and housing people and creating a sense of community and helping people. You just can't have that. So that's pretty good. All over print pillow. Okay, okay, okay. Bad quality, it says? It says bad quality? I think the quality is pretty great, personally. Water bottle? All right. Okay. Okay. But hold on. Hold on. Did you need a throw pillow, perhaps? Did you just need a little pillow with a little guy wearing a hat 4 different ways? I mean, it's pretty good. It's not so bad. Can we all get matching backpacks? Very good. This is still finalizing the mock-ups. What was this gonna be? I don't remember what this one. Oh! 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 It's the blanket! It's a stubby little guy. Look at the side view. Oh, very good. It's just a blanket with some, it's an informational blanket in case you forget what the genders are. I need a turtle plushie wearing this on a shirt. I am able to request getting plushies made. That's not out of the question. Okay, so let me write down what we're liking here. Merch decisions. All right, so definitely, what do we like from what we've seen so far? I am a fan of the pillow. The backpack seems people want backpack. Bye, Water Goddess. Shirt. Tote. Blanket. Oh, notebook. I saw there was an ask for I believe a drinkware. Seemed to be there. Let's take a look at the drinkware. Let's look at mug, perhaps. Could be a good mug. Could be a very good mug. Let's see here. That's a good mug. That's a good mug. Ow. That's a good mug. I'm gonna add mug. Thermos cup so we can educate the world. Need to double it. Oh, like make it on the back as well. Design. What? Yes. You're saying put it like here, and then put another one here. It's chaos now. Okay, mug. Can-shaped glass. Let's see. Very bougie. Part of your design is outside the thing. Mock-ups. Oh. Ooh. That's pretty good. And then you can fill it with all the gay drinks you want. You can have the gayest possible drink. And this is capable of holding that. We're gonna do bottle glass. Really, really, really good. A thermos. Somebody was asking for a thermos. There's the tumbler. Stainless steel travel mug. Steel tumbler. A journey bottle? Mayhaps? A wine glass? Mayhaps? Inky says, crashes back into the stream. What did I miss? Inky. Inky. You have to understand. We're putting gender on a wine glass. All right. Ooh. Ooh. Come on now. There we go. Mock-ups. Oh, that's a bad mock-up. Oh, it's like tiny logo. This is for like putting a tiny little logo. Unfortunate. This one's good though. This one remains good. That remains good. The Tumblr. So that, like this one. This is what we're talking about. Everybody's saying Tumblr. Are we talking about this? Preview. Do we think big like that, or small and twice? Like small. We've got one there. And then one here. Small 4X? That might be a little too small. But I understand, because you're considering the vertical dead space. I totally feel that. I can try the 4X as well, because I see what you're saying here. Picking up what you're putting down. Oh, just seeding chaos. Well, if we're seeding chaos, maybe design closer to the top. What if I did like that? Right? Like that. Because that way, when it's sitting in your cup holder, you're not deprived of the information as to what the 4 genders are. Because if I made it the full size, you put it in the cup holder, suddenly you've just destroyed 2 of the 4 genders single-handedly. No, it's wrong. What? Because it's not even. All right. What else we got? What else we got? Gaming? Oh yeah, I forgot I can do keycaps. Apparel, swimwear, bikini bottom. Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. How about an all-over print one-piece swimsuit? Keycaps? Yeah, it's a thing I intend to do. Don't worry. I will be making keycaps eventually. It's like on my to-do, like on my high priority merch I want to make. Oh. Okay. Hold on. Move it higher. All right. Here we go. Put it on the woman. Put the gender on the lady. This guy says, gotta go, Dev. Driving home in a store. Thanks for the laughs and for our good boy. Take care. Drive safe. What do we think? She seems to be a fashion icon, as far as I can tell. Gonna be some nippy turtles. Very good, very good. Okay, well, I'm gonna call that enough of that for now. I am very thrilled with what we came up with. Like, yo, why? Hold on. Please hold. Why is that happening? Okay, whatever. Okay. Them's your feet. Them's were my feet. I got a really funny TikTok from Anita recently, where somebody was like, why do you have a foot cam? Because she has a cam under her desk that is for a bunny. She has multiple bunnies, and one of the bunnies likes to like stay. Okay, first of all, everybody's talking about like feet grippers. Well, I'm wearing socks. Calm down. But so she's got a cam under her desk for the bunny, and she pets the bunny's head with her foot. And so she switched to that camera, and somebody in her chat is like, why do you have a dedicated foot cam? And she was like, if you turn off the male brain for a second, you'll notice that there's a bunny that is centered on the camera that is down here, not just my feet. Crimson says, so what to do for our final 30 minutes? We're figuring that out. It's kind of an amorphous time here, if you will. Where did the dog go? Oh, speaking of the dog. Speaking of dogs. Let me get, oh, he knows he's on. Oh, he's. Hold on. I've been flipped. How did this happen? How could this happen? I was right side up. Now I'm upside down. I don't know what happened in between. I don't know what happened. Important to knead the dog. You gotta develop the glutes. All right. So you gotta knead back and forth just like this. All right. Oh, big yawn. I've been sneezed on. Oh. Please. What? Oh, big stretch. Oh, big stretch. Why are you huffing? Huffing. Okay. I feel stretched seeing that stretched. Thank you, Flynn. It's the contact stretch. I understand for sure. Robin says, does Flynn have a doggy pool for this awful weather? He's not a big water boy. He's not a big pool boy. He doesn't like it because he thinks it's bath time, and he hates that. So he's not much of a water dog. That said, and I have a photo of this. Allow me to pull it off of my personal what were PDAs? What did PDA stand for? We are being rated. Okayish AF is rating with 18 people. Flynn, rally. Flynn, get your battle axe. Flynn, you gotta get your battle axe. You gotta fight the intruders. You gotta fight the raiders. We're being raided. So this is my champion. All right, this is my champion. Okay, So, okay-ish, you gotta pick your champion, because I got mine right here, and he's got a battle axe, and he is very obviously focused and paying attention. That's definitely happening. He's definitely paying attention. Praise! So there's that. Hi, everybody. Welcome in, Raiders. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. We are currently, I guess we're playing with the dog right now, is what's happening. So that's good. I'm fine. I'm fine. Oh, like, oh, scratch the ear. Oh, now I'm getting big. Like, don't stop. Like, pet the dog. Like, pet the dog. Pet the dog. I was gonna. Oh. Now I gotta be responsible for this. Look what you've done. Y'all riled up the boy. Now we got the kicky feet. Okay. So, as I was saying, I have. First of all, welcome in. To everybody who came in from the raid. It is good to have you. Good to have you. My name is Endeavorance. If you are not familiar with what I do, it's all sorts of stuff, variety-ish. Today, apparently, I'm doing a lot of playing with the dog. But I also do just sort of variety, gaming, and talking about random things. We've been on this stream so far for 2 hours and 40 minutes. We've got 20 minutes left. On this stream, we made a very good design. Let me pull that back up real quick. Actually, we love you on my channel. Thank you. That is so very sweet. I appreciate that. Oh no, don't die. I will do my best not to die. But here, let me pull up the merch design that we made today. Let's see. Where is... Let me pull that back up. So here's the merch design that we made today as a stream reward together as a community. As a community, we came together and made this incredible design. So, we then went through and determined what it would look good on in terms of merch, and I'm going to probably, and by probably I mean I'm going to make good on that and put it up on my merch store. So, there's that. In case you were wondering how many genders there are, there's 4, and only 4, and it's these. And that's just facts. I mean, I'm looking at the paper right now. I'm looking at the science, and the science is telling me there's 4 genders. Just a little casual. This definitely fits. Dapper in purple, and knows how it works. So, there you go. Problem solved. I know it's a big ask on everyone's mind, so. But what I was gonna say was, I've got a little doohickey. In lieu of having a nice splashy bath for the dog to jump into, I've got a doohickey. I'm currently sending it to my computer so that I can show it to you on the stream that you're watching. Because technology. Here we go. So, oh, that's a big picture. That is way too big. Like, just a very, very large picture. Okay, so this is the doohickey that I have, which is a a cooling vest for the dog. So it's like a absorbent, almost like a diaper. It's got a bunch of like layers of cotton to absorb water, and it's an evaporative cooling vest for the dog. So the idea is that you pour water on it and it soaks it all up, and then when it's hot out and the sun is evaporating the water, it like simulates what humans can do with sweating, but for dog, since dog can't do that. So I haven't actually used it yet, because mostly instead of trying to like cool him off, he's just been hiding in the coolest parts of the house, and I've been blowing a lot of fans at him. But the next time that we've got a heat wave and I want to make sure that he's still getting his exercise, we're gonna take the dog to a dunk tank, I guess, and get him nice and cooled off. So that's good. We like that. Name says, no way, I missed so much of the stream. Name, I'm very, very sorry. But as always, I have my VODs channel up on YouTube, youtube.com/@Endeavorance, where you can make sure to catch up on any streams you missed. They get uploaded right after the stream ends, and they're there forever, so that's good. Trip says, by next heat wave, you mean Sunday through next week? Really? I thought we were like done with this. Like, I thought that we were chilling in the 80s and the 90s, kind of like for the rest of the summer. I was really hoping, at least. I kind of figured if I didn't look at the weather, then it wouldn't go bad. Okay, SAF says they need to invent something for to combat the lack of ability to sweat for those of us in Florida, where it's humid and you literally cannot sweat. I am living in actual hell. I feel you super hard on that. I have been surrounded, like the weather here, I am not in Florida, but the weather here in the mid-Atlantic has also been like 100% humidity and a heat index of like 115, like a feels like of 115. And it is outrageous. I am so tired of stepping outside and feeling like I'm being cooked from every direction. Like the air is the hot part. Honeybee says, Dev, I got a D&D game coming up. How can I get my friends to kiss each other? In real life, or have their characters kiss? It depends. Those are two very different questions. If you're trying to get them to actually kiss each other, yes? Okay. Here's the answer. Lock them in a room. Just lock them in a room. They'll go crazy at first, but then slowly they'll realize what was always there, and they won't be able to deny it. And then the second they kiss, have the door open and have there be like the rest of the party or something just standing there being like, I knew it. Charles says, I've been getting a lot of rain lately where I'm at, but I'm happy because it doesn't get as hot. I was supposed to be getting a lot of rain last night. I was told by my phone and the government that there was going to be a huge storm. I was told it was going to be a big spooky storm. And then it was like, it kind of like, it just dripped on me for a little bit. And there was a couple of bim bums in the distance in terms of thunder. I was really hoping for more, honestly. Like, I was hoping that we would get like a wild storm coming through that would drop the temperature like 100 degrees. That would be good. We got grumbly sky and not much else. Yeah, it was like a distant rumble, and that's more or less it. Okayish says, I don't hope for rain because then the Atlantic sends us hurricanes, and no thank you. This is supposed to be one of the worst years ever for hurricanes. So don't die. Preferably. It's only gonna get worse. It's gonna be bad. There's something going on with the water and the temperature. I saw something about, I'm not a weather boy. I'm not a, you can call me a weather boy all you want. I'm not a weather boy. I try as I might. The weather does not stay on screen for long enough for me to be a weather boy. I keep dropping this D20. I saw something about how like there's not enough cold water for the like natural process that diminishes storms to diminish the storms. So instead they're just sucking up more warm water, which is just enraging the storms more. And oops, we've climate changed enough that now the storms are self-fulfilling prophecies. Oopsie doopsie, we have truly done a whoopsie. Got my die. Climate change is fucking up everything. It's pretty wild, like, on a cosmic scale, to think about how, like, a bunch of gas and oil companies were like, you know, I think it's time to irreparably destroy the world for profit. Like, we haven't had this before. Throughout all of human history, even the richest people alive, exploiting other humans, using slave labor, like amassing egregious fortune, and changing the scope and fate of humanity by way of incredible, unimaginable influence. Sounds like rebellion propaganda to me. And none of them destroyed the planet. None of them had the ability to do that. It wasn't in the cards. They razed towns. They destroyed civilizations. They leveled places. But they couldn't break planet Earth until the past like 100 years. And then they were like, oh, this might destroy the Earth. But profit though. And now we've got global warming. Like now we've got like people's homes sinking underwater, hurricanes that are making themselves more angry, wildfires that are raging harder than we've ever seen before, tornadoes in places where tornado don't do. But I mean, some oil executives got like some good bonuses. And let me tell you, car, it do go vroom. It goes vroom really good. It goes vroom vroom. Here's the thing about car, is that when you get in it and you press the go vroom pedal, the car vroom, it does good. And part of the vroom is the out the back. And if we make that also really inefficient and loud, it makes even more noises, and that's great. So like, we really did it. We really did it. Trip says, and we learned with the ozone hole that if we stop the fuck up, we can slow things down. Yeah, but then we would have to stop making money. That would require line to not go up. And here's the thing about line. It goes up, similar to how cargo vroom. This is where I'm at this point in the week, y'all. It's been a week, and it's been a good week, but it's been an exhausting week in a lot of ways. But that's okay. We persevere. D-Money Industry has followed. Welcome in. Can I link a video? I probably not. Normally, I don't tend to accept video submissions outside of like posting in my Discord. But also, I'm about to wrap up the stream here not too long from now. But welcome, and maybe next time. Okay, it says, you look great, friend. Glowing. Glad to have caught your stream today. Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm banned on Discord. I don't know what to do about that. Like flatly, like banned across all of Discord. My goodness. That takes effort. He was so glowing Tuesday, he took off the beanie. Yeah, fucking, oh my God. On Tuesday, the air conditioner in this room was off for like 24 hours, and it was the hottest day of the year so far. It was outrageous how hot it was. I'll do it again though. Yeah, it's not a problem. The beanie is not a hide my head thing. Also, I should have warned you. I should have given you a warning before taking it off. The beanie is not a hide my head thing. The beanie is just a that Endeavorance wears a beanie thing. As I say every time I take the beanie off, this is how I present myself in real life. Like, this is not, I don't wear the beanie outside of being on screen. So, yeah. But it does help with the prevent the shine, which is good. At least you don't look like you're melting. Yeah, I am absolutely not melting today, which is good. You're cute. Thank you. Squish face. I forgot to say I did the raid. That's what I wanted to say. That's what I'm going to talk about. That's what I'm going to talk about for the rest of the stream, for the remaining 7 minutes. I did. Okay, I did it. I am mostly caught up on Destiny, and I did the new raid in Destiny for the final shape. I did that yesterday. Remember how I was like, I'm going to start posting stuff about world building on Wednesdays in the world building channel on Discord, and then I didn't do that yesterday? It's because I was fucking deep in that raid with my clan for like 5 hours, and it was really fun, and I was exhausted by the end of it, but it was so very good. Yeah, so holy shit. If you have no idea what I'm saying, if you don't know what the words are that I'm saying in this sequence right now, it's about the video game Destiny 2, which is a video game by the video game company Bungie, and they recently released their final expansion. Well, not final expansion, but their latest expansion, which is called The Final Shape, and it is like the last end cap on a 10-year-long story arc. They've been building to this finale for a decade. And this was the expansion that brings the finale of this 10-year-long story. And as a part of that, they have a raid, which is a 6-player peak activity. It is the ultimate activity that comes along with the expansion, and it usually houses like the biggest, baddest, hardest enemy in the game, which in this case, the biggest, baddest enemy in the final expansion of a 10-year-long plot, the stakes were extremely high. Like, they had to deliver. This raid had to be really, really, really good, because this was essentially the canonical end of 10 years worth of payoff. Also, for context, the previous expansion did not go very well, and the original raid for the previous expansion was largely considered one of the worst ever. Not like, it wasn't bad, it was gorgeous and like kind of neat, but it was absurdly easy. For example, the day that raids come out, a whole bunch of teams will get together and try to be the first team to complete the raid. The raid race, as it's called, for the previous raid was done in about 2 hours. The raid race for the newest raid, the one that just recently came out, one team completed it in the first 24 hours. People were attempting to beat this for more than a day straight. They were playing actively for more than 24 hours trying to complete this raid, which is wild. Only once has that happened before with a different raid. And a lot of it came down to the second to last encounter, which is a puzzle encounter, which is like also the reason that the previous 24-hour raid race happened was because of a puzzle encounter, and the only team that advanced past it by accident. So Bungie designed a new puzzle encounter for the second to last encounter on this raid and made it unaccidentally beatable. Like, you can't accidentally beat it. And it is mind-bending. It's not that bad once you understand what you're doing. But they straight up, like, they went so hard with this raid that being dead and using the you are dead third-person camera looking at the perspective of your teammates while you're dead view as a mechanic in this raid. So, like, in this encounter, you will randomly, every once in a while, like, die, and a teammate comes and picks you up and carries you around, and you look around using the I'm dead camera, and you
Amazing.
can see extra stuff while you're dead and tell them what they need to do to fix things. So that's the level of absurdity this raid goes to. It breaks the fourth wall into leveraging the you died screen as a mechanic. While while this is happening, people are fighting. Like, combat is happening. Puzzles are being solved, and somebody's running around holding you while you're shouting to your teammate, "Oh, go over there." All the while, in this same encounter, this puzzle encounter, it uses your character model as statues throughout the room that are very, very meaningful. So each character, there's 6 people in the raid, each person gets a statue that has your current outfit. It literally uses your current outfit on your current character to create a statue that is meaningful to the mechanics for the encounter. And so, like, while you're dead and being carried around, what someone's doing is trying to return you to your statue, basically, but the statues go invisible. You can't see where the statues are. And you also don't necessarily know where your statue is, but you might know where somebody else's statue is. So you have to look at the fashion on the statue that you're able to see while you're dead and call out, this person is on this pedestal, go bring them there. Which means that you need to know what fashions your teammates have. It's wild. They roped in your current outfit and the death screen as mechanics in a puzzle, and they really did it. They really did it. The final boss was also just complete madness, which was really cool. But what's very, very interesting, and what I thought was kind of clever, is Bungie made it very clear that, like, you know, this is the big finale, right? Like, this is the huge finale. Raids, while they're really cool, they are not played by the majority of players. Most players of Destiny don't play raids because they require at least 5 other people, and they require extreme levels of coordination and basically just being in the top of your game. It is an end game piece of content. And also it requires fucking 5 hours of contiguous time to do it. So, given that, like, you know, most people don't play raids, even though the raid usually houses the big ultimate boss, the way they sequenced it, the raid is canonically before the actual finale where you actually kill the big bad. So in the raid, you do fight the big bad, like the ultimate big bad, but they don't die in the raid. They instead escape into a different activity that's not the raid, that's much more of a narrative thing, and that's where you actually finish them off. So the raid is setting up for the actual finale. So that's pretty cool. They kind of, like, you know, had their cake and eat it too. Yeah, the actual finale is also very, very good, but it's much closer to just being a cinematic shaped like a mission rather than being a difficult mission. Like, you basically pretty much can't fail, but it feels so good. Like, it feels so good to play because it's just pure fan service, which is completely acceptable as an ultimate finale. You know, like, we've already done all this. There's nothing more in terms of gameplay that we can really get out of this. So just bring out everybody, make it a big chaotic fight, and give us a fun finale. And that's exactly what they did. So I've now finished up Final Shape. I'll probably get back to playing Destiny on stream here and there. But yeah, I also saw chatter about Palia. I know I haven't been playing Palia very consistently. It literally just comes down to mental capacity and space. I do still like Palia. I just haven't been playing it recently. Anyway, I feel like I just snapped out of a coma. I feel like I just went into starting to talk about the raid, and it went dark, you know? Like, I'm back now. Like, I finished info dumping, and now I'm back. Hi, everybody. I'm here. Dear Lord. Okay. Blackout rant, basically. And I only talked about one encounter. I didn't even talk about the rest of them. But so be it. I am going to go take care of this dog. And give him his flinner. And take him for a stroll. And then I'm going to take care of this dog. Pointing to myself. I'm going to get him some dinner. I'm probably not going to take him for a stroll. But we'll see. We'll see. I do believe I'm going to have a munch wrap for dinner. That'll be good. Milo says, well, damn. Looks like I came in at the end of the stream. Well. Sorry. Do you want me to stream for another 3 hours for you, Milo? I can do that real quick. Also, hello. Also, goodbye. Making bread tonight? Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, hell yeah. That munch wrap is so sapphic sounding. You're not wrong. All right. I'm going to head out. Y'all have an absolutely wonderful rest of the day and weekend. I will see you all again Tuesday for afternoon tea. Thank you for being here. I've had an absolute blast. This was a fun one. Take care. Be well. I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye.